team we dealt?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like when you find out you're getting traded, it's always kind of like a oh, okay, cool. What where? And then yeah, like it was cool. It was definitely different considering like when I was there we were contending, but going from contender to contender is good. That's definitely, if you're going to go somewhere, you definitely want to go someplace where you can win. So that's good, and it's good to be here whenever the boys are playing good baseball.
Given that the Mariners are buyers, how surprised were you to get moved?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like leading into right there. Was just like it like contending, and you get moved, and then you get moved to another contender. It was odd. It felt odd, but it wasn't something that like felt like it wasn't going to happen, because like obviously they have been making moves and are probably going to continue making moves, and so like yeah, I think it's just kind of in their MO of like what they like to do, and I mean I think it's going to work out, so like, we're good.
What you're saying is Jerry DePoto was constantly trading guys.
He does make a lot of moves. Like it's, I mean, yeah.
How this is no secret, the Mets have need some arms. This bullpen, as well as they've played for 2 months. How much do you think you can come in and help in the late innings here?
I mean, I would like to think I could come in and help. I think the whole plan is just go out and do my job and go from there. I don't know.
You guys are in Chicago. Did that make it easy to get here as quick as you did?
It definitely quicker than coming from Seattle. Yeah, but the 7 a.m. flight this morning came quick. Whenever I found out about like probably like 6:30 that I got traded, so had to have a whole lot of moving pieces real quick to get on that 7 a.m. flight.
Now, yesterday was your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Strangest birthday you ever had?
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty odd. I was not expecting to get traded on my birthday, but such is the life we live here.
Yeah.
What do you think of living in New York here for the rest of the year?
I mean, it's definitely different. I'm excited to see what it's about. I mean, I've only ever been up in New York to play against the Mets and the Yankees, so like I have only really seen a very small area of the city, so it'll be good to get to branch out and actually see like the real parts of New York, as opposed to just like where we stay.
Based on what you heard and seen, what do you think of this current Mets team?
I mean, it's a good team. Obviously, it's a super talented team. It's a team that's been playing really good, and I mean, from everything I've heard from guys that I know from here, like it's a good group, and the group that'll be playing well. So it's exciting to come in and be a piece of this.
What guys do you know well, or have you heard from?
Phil Mayton's a really good buddy of mine. It's like I know Bader fairly well. Like we trained together in the off season, so I mean, just kind of getting a little bit of insight. So yeah.
Have you had any conversations yet with Carlos and/or David about exactly where you'll slot in the back end in the innings?
I think that's kind of been what's implied. I've been here maybe a grand total of like 5 minutes,
Right.
so we'll figure it out.
Ryne, how would you just describe your season up to this point?
I feel like I've had a pretty good season until like the last like 3 games. besides those ones, I feel like I've thrown the ball really well, and yeah, just kind of sandwiched in like a weird back spasm thing right before the break that kind of had to get right, but all good now, and yeah, ready to go.
Those last 3 innings, how would you explain that?
I don't know. It came time where I had like obviously the third one I had the back spasm mid inning, and I threw 4 pitches, and that guy ended up scoring. So that I feel like that barely counts, but just was a little sloppy command, trying to be really fine and kind of tinkering with some things mechanically. So kind of honed in on what I was trying to do before, and feel where I need to be now.
Was that related at all, do you think, to the back spasms?
I don't think so, but it could have been. It could have been me maybe like trying to make an adjustment, but I'm not gonna blame anything. Just didn't execute those days. Yeah.
You bring championship experience from the Astros. What do you teach these guys from that experience?
I don't know. I mean, it's a little different environment here. There's not so many like super young guys that don't have experience. There's guys in here that have won and played in the playoffs and done a lot of things. So it's not so much like you have to like teach a kid that just got here how to play in the big leagues. There's a lot of guys with a lot of experience that know what they're doing. So I don't think it's going to be much of that. I think it's more just fitting in, being a piece, doing your job, and going from there.
What is it like joining a team that's been playing so well, but you're coming in to help an area of major need?
I don't know. I guess it's always good to be wanted. Like I think that's a part of it. But I mean, it's exciting. I mean, you want to win. You want to come into a team and you want to win. And they've been doing that. And if I can help, that's great. Like that's what I would love to do and want to do and why I want to be here.
Thank you, Ryan.